Hi everyone, this is Joan here, and today I'm going to talk about something a lot more serious. The reason I'm doing so is because recently I've noticed that some of my former cyberbullies, in particular one of them, has restarted blogging on this hate blog, which is specifically aimed at myself in terms of being a professional alternative model. Now, this person is no longer here in Winnipeg, and she and her ex-boyfriend had moved just recently to a different province. And so, because I noticed the postings restart at around a little bit before that time and then a little after that time that they decided to move away from Winnipeg, that she started reposting on this terrible blog. It's very, very slanderous. And what basically they're trying to do is make me look like a complete fool, like I am completely a psych case and crazy. And they try to denigrate and also, I guess, downgrade and humiliate the work that I've already produced as a professional model. Now, I've been modeling for over 20 years. It's been a long time, and I enjoy it very much. I'm never going to lose interest in it. Of course, I'm going to have to retire one day from it when that time comes, but that time isn't coming here anytime soon. I know that some rumors were started out there recently that Joan V was retiring from modeling. That is completely false. I'm sure that that was started up by these particular haters. Now, one thing I'm going to point out here is that I noticed that with cyberbullies in particular, they like to focus their hate and their anger that they have towards themselves onto a specific target or targets. And I'm probably not the only one this person likes to hate blog against. I haven't found any other materials, but out there on the internet, there's a lot of stuff. And people like that usually go under an anonymous profile or username. They really don't want anyone to know who's actually posting it, but I do know who's actually posting these things because A, that person, as well as her ex-boyfriend at the time, back in May of 2013, personally and in person to my face apologized for all of the things that they wrote on this particular blog. And I believed his story about it, but I didn't believe her. She wasn't as convincing to me. And I automatically assumed that, okay, maybe I'm safe for a while. And I know that he in particular has stopped doing the cyber blogs and everything else because he felt really, really bad and he was very remorseful about it. But in her case, she's obviously not remorseful because that hate blog is still available online for people to comment on and to leave posts on. And as well, the most recent entry was on May 26th this year. It's 2015 right now. And when they apologized to me a little over a year ago, the last posting on that blog was in May 2013. So that blog originally was started in 2011, sometime in April. So basically, this cyberbully has been obsessed with my career and all of my personal doings, as well as my career life for at least 4 years now, going on 4.5 years by now. So what I have to say about this person is this, okay? I know that you're never going to be remorseful for the things that you say, which are lies and slander and degradation. It's also defamation, which is very serious and it's very damaging in some ways, especially to people's careers. But I also realize that because you lie so much, and you can't face me about that, you have to keep making up these fake profiles and fake usernames because you have a false sense of courage when you're away from home. You have this false sense of courage because you're behind a screen and you're hiding behind your PC or your telephone or whatever you're posting from out there. So it shows me and it shows everybody else that you're a coward. You're not just a liar and a slanderer, but an extreme coward. And you know what? I noticed that you always blog about me when things in your career life or your artistic life or your personal life are not going very well. So, that's it in a nutshell. You're a person that can't take responsibility for your own success or your own failures. You refuse to grow up and handle it like an adult. You are not a responsible person over your own emotions because you have no control over them. And it's really, really immature to place blame on other people for whatever is happening in your life that's making you unpleased or unhappy. So anyway, what I'm going to do, leaving this video here today, is, in some part of me, I feel sorry for people like you because you're so unhappy that you have to take out hate and anger on particular people that aren't even close to you. I mean, you hardly even know me personally at all, so how could you be blogging about anything that I do? My public pages are on social networks, yes. I do post my work up there, and it's also illegal for you to be stealing my photographs and my photographer's photographs and using them on your blog in an illegal sense. That in itself is a copyright infringement, and that is against the law. On top of that, it must be really awful having to blame other people for your own failures and also your own sadness or your own anger towards yourself in your life. You people need to learn to accept responsibility as adults, because I know that you're in your mid-20s by now, and you should have left this kind of behavior way back in grade school, and you still continue to behave this way. So I would actually really like to face you in person again one day and tell you what I really think of you, because at this point in time, nothing you say is anything that I can trust. I know that you're never going to change, and you are never going to be remorseful, and that in and of itself is pathetic. Because if you wish to succeed and be happy in your own life, you're going to have to work hard at it, and you're going to have to stop trying to victimize other people and blame them for the things that you find are shortcomings in yourselves. So there you have it. I hope one day you will grow out of this phase, or this phase of life that you are in. I can only wish you all of the best. And for anybody out there that's listening and watching to my video right now, what I've decided to do is I'm ignoring the things that they say, like I always have. The only reason I found out about the blog is because one of my good friends, whom I trust very dearly and is in the industry with me, had pointed it out to me. I never would have even noticed it had he not brought it to my attention. So, there you have it. I am going to continue just being myself, as I always have. I'm going to continue strong in my modeling career, my artistic endeavors, and everything else that I have chosen to do in my life, because it is my life and I'm responsible for that. I enjoy my life. I'm happy. I am very, very gifted and blessed in so many ways. I am very lucky to have the family I have, the friends that I have, and all of the people that worked with me towards common goals in my life. And I always believe in creating win-win situations. I don't need to become successful or feel good about myself by tearing everybody else apart and trying to tear them down and ruining their reputations. I don't need to do any of that. So I hope everybody who's listening to this will learn a little bit of something from it. I don't believe other people's lies. I am responsible for my own life and my own happiness and my own successes and failures as well, because nobody's perfect, and that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to leave this with you today. It's food for thought. And if you know anybody that's cyberbullying or bullying anybody else in person even, always make it known. Do not keep it anonymous, and do not keep it a secret. Secrets are never good when it comes to other people picking on other individuals. It never is. So that is food for thought, and I leave you today wishing everybody out there that's watching this a good and happy life. And I just want to continue living mine and creating win-win situations for myself and everybody else, because that way everybody benefits and everybody becomes a happier person in the process. I thank you for watching my video today. Please feel free to make your comments below, and I wish you all a terrific day and a terrific life. Have a great one. Bye-bye.